It is fitting that we can join together in the shadows of the everlasting mountains to remember a man whose life was spent exploring them. My dad's life was one of constant adventure, exploring not only the tallest peaks in the world, but also the deepest emotions of the heart. Our hearts are saddened by his loss, but as we look back on the memories that he left us, we cannot but smile. Indeed, death leaves a heartache no one can heal, but love leaves a memory no one can steal. As we return his body to the dust from whence it came, our eyes are wet with tears. Yet as we open them to the world around us, we see him still. We see him in the jagged, snow-capped peaks upon which he climbed, skied, studied, and dreamed. How many days did we spend with him skiing endless, deep powder? We can almost still hear his childlike yelps of happiness as he lost himself in the snow. We see his smile cheek to cheek as he met us at the bottom of one more best runs of his life. We wonder if these mountains will be the same to us now without him by our side. Not only were these mountains his passion, but they signified his life. These natural temples of rock have withstood the test of time. What we see is the product of millions of years of storms and earthquakes. Yet these peaks have not fallen, have not given in to the tempests that beat upon them. They are the character of the earth. And as we look up to their exalted crests, we see my dad's spirit. When it was easier to give up, he pushed on. When it was easier to lie down and die, he fought. His life was a miracle of perseverance, dignity, and strength. Few ever knew of his 30-year battle with cancer, and that's exactly how he wanted it. Who could have known? He played basketball with kids half his age, scaled the most remote mountains in the world, and served with zeal and energy. Yet I knew. I saw him debilitated from chemotherapy and radiation. I can feel the wheelchair in my hands as I took him on what we thought was his last trip home to Oregon. I remember how many times his body was weak and frail, and even the slightest touch would cause pain. Yet as these majestic mountains endured rain, sleet, snow, earthquakes, and landslides in magnificent silence, not once did he complain. Not one, why me? Not one plea for it to stop. And as the beauty of these mountains came from the endless beating that they endured over the centuries, so my dad's spirit is beautiful from the trials he has unflinchingly endured. And so we bid him farewell. Though we miss him, we know that he is still with us. And as that weightless powder wisps by our face, we will remember him. As the sun awakes the slumbering mountains, we will see him smiling upon us. And last, as we live for the good and blessing of others, we will recognize his greatest contribution to us, the example of a life of love.